Thank you so much, Martin. And thank you to all the speakers for those fascinating case studies. As I said at the start, the purpose of that session was to give you some inspiration and motivation to transform your commitments into action when you leave the conference. I certainly learned a lot from our 5 speakers today, and I hope that you did too. So that brings us to the end of PRI in Person 2023. Thank you for joining us over the past 3 days for what hopefully you agree has set a new standard for this conference. The energy, commitments and momentum created here will hopefully stay with you as we continue to raise the bar to progress in responsible investment. We were honoured to be joined by the Prime Minister of Japan, who announced that 7 public pension funds will start preparations to become signatories to the PRI. The Prime Minister also highlighted his support for sustainability outcomes. This sets a new benchmark for government commitment to responsible investment at PRI in persons in the future. We hope this really does set that standard going forward. This has been a truly global conference with more than 1,300 delegates from 50 countries joining us here in Tokyo. We've heard diverse ideas and perspectives from our speakers, and hopefully those have sparked new ideas, connections, conversations for each of you. Thank you to all of you for taking the time not only to be with us, but to engage over the past few days. And also thank you to our lead sponsor, Nippon Life Insurance Company, and to all of our sponsors. This event would not have been possible without their support. Thank you to our speakers who've given up their valuable time to provide their perspectives, to challenge us and to highlight new opportunities. And particularly thank you to the Prime Minister and the Tokyo Governor for supporting our work. And of course, PRI in Person would not be possible without the tremendous amount of work from colleagues across the PRI, particularly our events team and our team here in Japan. Thank you for all of your hard work. Frankly, thank you for your outstanding work. And one final thank you goes to the members of the PRI board, one of our members of the PRI board who will be stepping down this year, having served her maximum term. Dr. Renosi McCarthy, who is chair of the Government Employees Pension Fund in South Africa, has been on the PRI board since 2015. This makes Renosi one of our longest serving board members, and she's played a very valuable role in the governance of the PRI throughout that time. I'd like to thank her for her service, her friendship, and wish her all the best. Now, we've covered a lot of ground in the past 2.5 days. I've been inspired by the urgency and the ambition that I've heard, not only from the stage, but in conversations with many of you during the breaks. Now, as you know, the theme of this conference has been from moving from commitments to action. And we've seen terrific examples of this from investors individually and collectively in the past few days. In addition, PRI opened its spring investor statement for endorsement yesterday, which will establish the groundwork to allow investors to tackle the risks from nature and biodiversity loss through their stewardship work. We've also showcased other nature initiatives which are complementary so that investors have the information they need to decide what's best for them. And more broadly, we've seen a need for more work to be done in the policy space to create an enabling environment. Policy has a vital role to play in creating the right conditions for responsible investment to thrive. It's now time for each of us to return to our own organisations all around the world and bring our shared sense of urgency with us. And as I said in my opening, gathered in this room are the leaders of the global responsible investment community. And collectively, we have the power to make a real difference. So stay engaged and stay connected with the PRI, whether it's via our academy courses, our collaboration platform, or networking events in your local area. We're here, we're advocating for you, and we're ready to support you in turning your commitments into action. Now, before I close, one final request for all of you, which is to please complete the feedback survey. We only get one opportunity a year to convene our global community like this, so we want to make the event the best it can be, and we need you to tell us how to do that and make it better. So please take a minute to respond when you get the email. Now, we'll close the conference in just a moment, and right after that, I'll hope you'll join us for the last cup of coffee in the exhibition area, which will stay open for another hour. But first, a short video announcing the location of next year's PRI in person. So, perhaps the worst kept secret this week that it's going to be in Toronto, but we're very excited about having the opportunity to go to Canada. We know that Japan, Tokyo has set the new benchmark, and we're looking forward to our Toronto colleagues meeting that benchmark and exceeding it. Thank you again for joining all of us. Have a safe journey home, and we look forward to seeing you in Toronto next year. Thank you, everyone.